learn to fight. Yo, John Fitch here, and I got another episode of Learn to Fight for you. And this is another, common use reason why more people should know how to fight. This is for any of you guys who maybe have employees or you yourself work as security, and you don't know how to deal with people, and you don't know any hand fighting, you don't know any self-defense at all, and you're putting yourself into this position of authority. Like, that can spell trouble a lot, because especially if you don't know how to keep a cool head, and if you haven't trained in a martial art where you're repetitively put in bad situations and have to fight out of them, you're probably going to lose your temper because you're not used to things not going your way and people fighting back, and you have to fight out of bad situations. It's just something that comes with experience. When you get put in bad situations all the time, you start getting more calm in those type of situations. You can usually see when security guys don't have any understanding of what they're doing, and they just use sheer force and strength to get the job done. It's kind of disturbing because this is, I think in the UK, it's a 18 and under dance club. I don't see what happened here. We don't know what happened here. And you see a security guy, as the camera starts, removing somebody, escorting a girl out of the building. But he's not using a very technical approach to it. He's got a two-handed choke on her, and he's just carrying her out by the throat and throwing her outside. And I don't care. I don't know too many instances or what could have happened lesser than her pulling out a weapon or something on somebody in the club. That would take that level of force to throw him out. So we'll take a look at this. I think he's completely out of line, and I think this goes to not having training. Doesn't know what to do. So he goes to strength and anger, Hulk smash, to get the job done. You can see this goes down pretty quick. He's already got hands on her throat. He's already pushing her back. I mean, this carries on for a minute and shoves her outside. Not necessary. I don't think it's it's not necessary. So that person is probably anywhere from 14 to 18 years old. He's got 40 to 60 pounds of size on the person here, and I mean, it's definitely an older guy in his 30s, maybe 40s, throwing her out. I'm sorry. There's plenty of opportunities to transition to 2-on-1 control, underhook, get to the back, seatbelt with the arms, tie him up, straight jacket while you're standing, walk him out, get yourself a chicken wing. Numerous possibilities here, but he goes for the murder, death, kill, choke, straight for the jugular. Gotta train. If you're gonna put yourself into a security type position, law enforcement type position, you need to train. You bet your ass you need to train. You bet your ass you need to know some jiu-jitsu, some boxing, some Muay Thai. You're gonna have to jump around and do some multi-tier disciplines. See if you can find yourself a place to train that specifically targets the type of fighting experience you need. I do know there are some places that do exist out there that focus on more this type of training than your traditional jiu-jitsu or taekwondo school. But this is just, I don't know, man. Come on. How is this person not getting sued? How's that organization or establishment or wherever that club was not getting sued? I'm sure that probably did happen. But I just care about the fight. I don't care about what else happened. This is just, this guy doesn't know what he's doing. There should be no reason why he couldn't get to a much better control point, a much more dominant position than hands on the throat. It almost looks like he lets go and hits her at one point. It's amateurish and foul. Yeah, it kind of looked like he did let go and hit her at one point. So you see here, if you in any way are going to put yourself in some type of security type position, you better be learning something. You better be training something. If you have anger issues, especially on top of that, stay away from those type of jobs. If too much power gets to your head and you start roughing people up and that's in you, you need to step away. You need to stay away from security gigs. But there are a lot of guys, and I know this because I've worked security for a short time. There are guys that have no business working security at all. They're more of a security risk than anybody coming into the place is. If you get a job working security somewhere, don't expect the other people around you to know anything either. Don't be like, oh, well, I'm safe here because I got all my security brothers with me and they know how to handle themselves. Don't think that's the case. You gotta train. You gotta make sure you're capable. You have a duty, I believe, if you put yourself into a security role type position, you have a duty to train something. Seriously, you need to take extra time away from your schedule to make sure you understand hand-to-hand combat of some sort, some level. If you live in a state or a city where you're capable of getting concealed carry, cool, do that. But you need to do the training also. Set yourself up, find a place you can train, run through scenarios, you can drill people coming at you from different angles, and you have to get to your weapon. They're not magic. Just because you're carrying it doesn't mean it's going to appear in your hand and be ready to shoot. The bad guy poo-poo, and the bad guy disappears like he's vaporized. That's not what happens. You still need to train. Same thing if you're carrying your knife or you're a pepper spray. You still have to train and know how to be able to access that stuff to use them. If you're a parent who lets your kids go to these type of events and functions, I don't know, man. You're probably not making too good of decisions. I don't think it's too wise. If this is your security that's at these places, your security is handling things in this manner, I don't think maybe it's the best place for 18 and unders. I think maybe the 18s need to go and be with the other adults. Keep that split separate. If you're going out to clubs, or you're going out to these type of places, you need to understand also ahead of time. Like, you need to have situational awareness. Like, do the places have a history of this type of behavior? Is this something that's known there? Do fights break out a lot? Do people shoot each other in the parking lot there? That's part of situational awareness. Knowing the risk of where you're going. Don't just assume everything is a safe place just because you believe we live in some kind of futuristic utopia and there's no bad people. But sorry, there's lots of bad people. So take precautions. Situational awareness. Pay attention. Keep yourself out of these type of situations altogether. If you're a security person, please go train. Get some understanding, some knowledge, so that you have a better way of dealing with situations. Keep yourself and other people safer. All right, I think you do have a duty. If that's your job, is security, even if they're not paying you, you need to take the extra steps, pay the extra money to make it happen. I know it's not easy, but being dead, I don't think is good as being alive. Do things that aren't easy so you can stay alive and enjoy things. Okay, let's do that. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you learned something. I hope I could have inspired you to learn some things. Get started with the programs down below. I got the free intro to practical self-defense course. You don't have to spend anything to get your toes wet. And then get a follow-up with the practical self-defense. Learn how to defend yourself. It would have come in very handy if this security guard would have known how to deal with the situation and not lose his cool and try to murder somebody with his bare hands while he's escorting them out. Would have been big help for him. Would have been a huge help. I also got the fitness programs and my neck care guide in those programs also. Check them out. Thanks for watching. I'll check y'all later.